Hi, this is Ollie Hilly from lifestylebook.com. I'm going to show you how you can make more money to improve your lifestyle. More money means more opportunity, more choices, and less stress. Most people associate their ability to make money with the time they have available. So the amount of hours they have in the week and how much they get paid per hour. But we have to stop thinking like that and realize that the best way to make money is to plan everything out at the start, spend a chunk of time at the beginning, and then make money for a long period thereafter without having to put any, or maybe just a small amount of time in. So let me give you a simple example, and there are a lot more examples in my book, Creating the Perfect Lifestyle, but here's a simple one. Buying a rental property. You do the bulk of the work at the start. You look at dozens of properties and you choose one, you get the contracts all signed up, you sign up a good tenant. Maybe it takes you a month or two to get everything set up. And then from then on, you collect the money week after week, month after month, and hardly any time and energy is put in after that. So take a moment to think about how you've been socialized to believe that making money is determinant on how much time you have available. That's just not true. What you need to do is brainstorm how you can make a plan, put a bunch of work in at the beginning, and then through passive or semi-passive income, enjoy the fruits of your labor for months and years afterwards. In my lifestyle book, there are more than a dozen tips on how to make money, but I'm going to give you just 3 here. The first one is be entrepreneurial. You know, an entrepreneur finds new ways and new solutions to existing problems. So look around you and find things that frustrate or annoy you and think about the ways that you can find solutions to those issues. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. You know, making mistakes is one of the best things you can do. We've also been socialized never to make mistakes. Well, that in itself is just a big fat mistake. You need to go out, try things, make lots of mistakes, learn as you go, and sooner or later you're going to stumble upon a solution to a problem which is going to be fantastic and give you a long and large income stream. The second tip is be generous. Now this sounds counterintuitive, but I'm telling you it's not. Be generous in business, be generous with your time, be generous in every way that you can, because it comes back tens and hundreds of times in return. Let me give you a personal example. My stockbroker a few years back had a IPO for a hot stock, and so because I was one of his clients, I got an allocation for this stock. And on the very day the stock opened, I made $6,000 in one day. And of course, as you can imagine, I was over the moon. So I rang a top restaurant and I bought a $150 voucher to the restaurant and I posted it off to my broker to say thank you. Well, he rang me up and said he'd been a broker for over 10 years and nobody had ever sent him a gift of any sort. A few months later, there was another hot IPO, and of course everyone wanted a piece of the action. And I'm a small client of this guy's and of the office. But do you know who got the biggest allocation of that IPO of the whole office? I did. Out of hundreds of big clients, I got the biggest allocation. And do you know why? He was just reciprocating my generosity to him. And that's a law of life, the law of reciprocity. That's not why I did it. I did it just to be a good person, to say thank you. But you'll find that as you're generous to others, you get back tens and hundreds of times in return what you give out. It's just a law of life. And the third tip is, successful people help other successful people. This is an amazingly powerful success tip. I'll say it again. Successful people help other successful people. Wealthy people help other wealthy people get wealthier. Fit people help other fit people get fitter. Wealthy people help other wealthy people get wealthier. So, how can you utilize this tip? You've got skills and abilities that you can use to help other successful people get more successful, and you know what? They'll reciprocate and they'll help you to become more successful. So look at your skills and abilities, find things and find people that you can help, and they will reciprocate. Not only that, but when you do it, you build up a whole lot of goodwill around you and you build up your reputation. So take this one to heart. Successful people help other successful people. If you want to be successful, use your skills and abilities to freely just give your time and energy away to help other successful people become more successful.